7 Secrets of Vishnu by Devdutt Patnaik. Chapter 4, Trivikrama's Secret. Ignorance breeds insecurity and arrogance. Part 1. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, while Saraswati is the goddess of learning. Lakshmi is dressed in red and bedecked in gold, while Saraswati is dressed in white and bereft of gold. Lakshmi brings prosperity wherever she goes, while Saraswati brings peace. The two are rarely seen together. Lakshmi is typically drawn towards places where Saraswati resides. That is why prosperity always follows peace. However, when Lakshmi comes, attention shifts from Saraswati to Lakshmi. Enraged, Saraswati leaves. In her absence, Alakshmi comes to give her sister Lakshmi company. With Alakshmi comes strife. With strife ends peace. And in the absence of peace, prosperity eventually wanes. Lakshmi leaves and there is nothing left. This is what repeatedly happens to the Devas. When Lakshmi sits beside Indra, he ignores Saraswati and remains an insecure hedonist, which results in the loss of Lakshmi. Lakshmi returns only when good sense prevails and Indra, adequately chastised, surrenders to Vishnu. This is also what happens to the Asuras. Deprived of all the treasures that come from the ocean of milk, they pursue ascetic practices and attain Saraswati. They obtain a variety of boons from either Shiva or Brahma that makes them near invincible. They defeat Devas, overrun Amravati and acquire Lakshmi. But with the acquisition of wealth and power, they ignore Saraswati, become arrogant, and the resulting hubris heralds their downfall at the hands of Vishnu. Devas and Asuras focus on either Saraswati or Lakshmi at any one time. Vishnu, however, focuses on both goddesses at all times. Lakshmi is Vishnu's Bhogapatni, connecting him with the earthly needs of man. Saraswati is Vishnu's Mokshapatni, connecting him with the spiritual needs of man. He knows the two of them do not see eye to eye, and so he keeps Saraswati hidden in his mouth, while he keeps Lakshmi at his feet. Thus he manages to create harmony between them. In the Mahabharata, shortly after establishing the kingdom of Indraprastha, the Pandavas gamble it away, just like Indra, and lose rights over it for 13 years. Following this loss of Lakshmi, the Pandavas are subjected to a humiliating exile in the forest, during which they regain Saraswati and understand the role of Lakshmi in their life. When the exile is complete, they ask the Kauravas to return their kingdom, but the Kauravas cling to Indraprastha, go back on their word and refuse to part with it. A war is declared between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, each one claiming rights over Indraprastha. Both go to Krishna for help. Krishna offers them either himself or his army. Arjuna, representing the Pandavas, chooses Krishna. Duryodhan, representing the Kauravas, chooses Krishna's army. The Pandavas thus choose what Krishna is, while the Kauravas choose what Krishna has. In the war, the Kauravas lose everything, while Pandavas gain both wisdom and kingdom. The quest for Saraswati is the journey from Brahma to Brahman, from Jivatma to Paramatma, from finite to infinite. This is a journey of what I have to what I am. But in Maya, we equate what I have with what I am. Mine becomes me. The more I have, the greater I feel I am. We construct a self-image of ourselves. This is delusion. This is the path the Asuras take after they are denied wealth and immortality after the churning of the ocean of milk. Rather than pursuing Saraswati, they pursue Lakshmi. They delude themselves that acquisition of Lakshmi will make them immortal and all-powerful. They do not realize that despite having Lakshmi, Devas are insecure and eternally anxious. And so, an Asura called Hiranyaksha drags Bhudevi, the earth goddess, to the bottom of the sea and claims her for himself. He declares himself to be her master. This is delusion. The earth belongs to no one. To claim ownership of her or parts of her stems from ignorance. The abduction of Bhudevi by Hiranyaksha alarms the Devas, who complain to their father Brahma. Brahma hears Bhudevi's wailing. In rage, Brahma's nostrils flare. From one of the flaring nostrils emerges a wild boar with long, resplendent tusks. It is Vishnu in the form of Varaha. Varaha plunges into the sea and challenges the Asura, Hiranyaksha, to a duel. The fight is fierce as Hiranyaksha clings to Bhudevi, refusing to let her go. But in the end, Varaha gores him to death. Varaha then rises up towards the surface, holding Bhudevi on his snout. The goddess sings songs praising Vishnu. She declares him Bhupati, the Lord of Earth, her husband. He promises to take care of her. If anyone treats you with disrespect, they will answer to me, says Vishnu. From that day, Vishnu becomes the guardian of earth, watching over Bhudevi, stretching himself as the sky above. That is why Vishnu is blue as the day sky and black as the night sky. Some say that, as they rose, Bhudevi accepted Varaha as her consort and named him Bhupati, Lord of the earth. They made love, and so passionate was Vishnu's embrace that the earth crumpled, causing the mountains and valleys to form. As Vishnu plunged his tusks into the earth became impregnated with the seeds of all kinds of plants. From the union of Varaha and Bhudevi, a child was born. His name was Narak. Though the son of Vishnu, he was an Asura, and like all Asuras, he craved power. He invoked Brahma and asked for immortality. When denied that, he said, "May I be killed if I attack my mother," sure that he would never harm the earth. Brahma gave Narak the boon he sought, and sure enough, empowered by the boon, he overran the abode of the Devas and laid claim to Indra's umbrella and Aditi's earrings. Narak was challenged to a duel by Krishna. Narak saw that beside Krishna sat his queen, Satyabhama. He did not realize that Krishna and Satyabhama were the mortal incarnations of Vishnu and Bhudevi. In other words, they were his parents. He hurled his weapon at Krishna. It hit Satyabhama. In doing so, Narak had struck his mother. Instantly, he became vulnerable to the weapons of Krishna and was killed as a result. Images of Narak, the Asura, are burned along the Konkan coast during Diwali celebrations. Diwali, the festival of lights, coincides with the autumn harvest. It is the festival that celebrates the arrival of Lakshmi. Here the creator of the Asura and the destroyer are both Vishnu, perhaps alluding to the fact that the farmer who sows the seed is also the one who cuts the crop. The festival once again reminds us that to obtain Lakshmi, the Asura needs to be killed year after year. Bhudevi is the tangible form of Lakshmi. Lakshmi has another form called Sri Devi, which indicates intangible wealth. It refers to glory and fame that everyone craves for. Sri Devi is Sachi, who sits beside Indra. Bhudevi is Pulomi, who the Asuras abduct. Neither is able to hold on to either. Both Bhudevi and Sri Devi end up with Vishnu.